So you shouldn't think more highly of yourself than you ought to. How you doing? Good evening, everybody. This is your boy D-Mac. Let's talk. So, like I just said, you shouldn't think more highly of yourself than you ought to. It's okay to have confidence in yourself and believe yourself, and definitely to value yourself. That's very important. But there's a such thing as too much. You have to find a balance. And there are people out here who think more highly of themselves than they ought to, and they often cheat themselves out of some things in life. I say that because I'm talking about Dennis Schroeder right now. Dennis Schroeder turned down, a 4-year, $85 million deal because he thought more highly of himself than he ought to. And now he has to settle for a, $5 million deal for 1 year to prove himself in order to earn what he feels he's worth. He put himself in a bind. The Lakers were willing to give him at least $80 million because they were like, okay, we'll take a chance on you. We'll see if you produce more next year. He thought he was better than that, even though he didn't show it at all, and he had opportunities to show it. During the time that LeBron and AD were hurt for those 20-plus games, it was up to Schroeder, Kuzma, Montrezl Harrell, and all of the rest of those guys to show what they had, because now it's your opportunity. The ball is in your hands. You don't have to worry about LeBron or AD getting 50 touches a game. And this is more than enough time for you to solidify your spot with the team. But they weren't able to do that. None of those guys were able to produce during this period. And so that showed them that they weren't worth what they thought they were. And now Schroeder, instead of humbling himself, taking the $85 million and building himself up to be able to renegotiate his contract at a later date if he performs well, now he's stuck himself in a hole to where he has to accept only $5 million or don't accept anything at all, and he still has to prove himself. So yeah, man, Dennis Schroeder, man, I was going to say I feel sorry for you, but no, I can't say I feel sorry for you, because that's pride. And when you allow pride to come in and dictate your actions and how you handle your business, you're going to end up in this type of deal, the short end of the stick. That's exactly where he is right now. This is why I say that the ball boys are standing out, because they have humility. They have they're very humble guys. They are willing to be instructed. They're willing to be taught, and they know that they don't know everything. And they, even though they know their value, they will still act as though they're of lesser value. You know, by the way that they carry themselves and by the way that they act and the way that they just are, man. Dennis Schroeder needs to learn some lessons from Alonzo and from LiAngelo and LaMelo, because he has this real big problem with humility. Apparently somebody that got in Dennis Schroeder's ear and then gassed him up to make him believe that he's something more than he is. And now he's suffering the consequences of it. So this is a lesson that everybody needs to learn from. Let Dennis Schroeder be a lesson to the league. Don't think more highly of yourself than you should. Always undersell and overperform. That's what's going to get you those renegotiations and those real big number contracts. To undersell and overperform. Somebody didn't teach this to Dennis Schroeder, and now he's dealing with the consequences of being prideful. So, you know, I hope everything works out for you, Dennis. Maybe you'll learn from this and learn how to keep your mouth shut sometimes and be humble and just be happy for what you've been given. Because really and truly, you wasn't worth $85 million that the Lakers were offering you at all. They were being very generous with you, but you shrugged it off. So now you deal with it. Hey, this is your boy D-Mac. I'm coming through to let you know, man, sticks and stones can break your bones, but the word can always heal you. I'm out.